Hey guys, I am in the kitchen and we're going to make some spicy bean cakes today. If you've never tried them, then you need to try some. You can use black beans, you can use pinto beans, you can use whatever kind of beans you want. You can even use white beans if you want to. It's all in how you dress them up. I'm going to be using Bush's chili beans today, and I'm not going to use the whole can. I don't think anyway. And I've got some whole kernel corn, and I've got some chopped fresh green onion. It's the bigger onion, but it's a fresh onion. It's not a dried onion, as we could think usually. I'm going to take some of these beans out and put them in the and I'm trying to get part of the juice out of them because I don't want to get too much juice in them. Now, if I was putting these in chili, I would. But I'm not putting them in chili. See if I can get them kind of... I should have put them in a colander, but I have corn in my colander, so... But you can use sour cream, salsa, guacamole. Different things would be good on these. That's just about all of them. Just a tad bit more in there. And these are probably red beans. If I was guessing, that's what they look like. And we're going to use a potato masher, and we're going to mash them up just a little bit, not too awful much, because we don't want them into mush. You kind of want part of the bean intact. Okay, pretty much got them. Now, black beans would really be good like this. If you wanted to put some bell pepper in it, you could saute some bell pepper and put in it. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just making just a regular bean cake. Now, I'm going to put an egg yolk in it. I think. I'll just do the whole egg because that's where your protein's at, and I don't want to. Now, we're going to put the onions in. We've got just a small onion. And I'll show you what I mean by these onions. I bought these at the Amish the other day, and they have these when it starts getting time, and they're the big green onions. You know, you can cut them up and you actually use them in salads and things like that. Let's see what I want to put in there. That's jalapeno mustard. I might want to put just a little bit of stone ground mustard in it. Just a tad bit. And let's see. We want to put some onion powder and I don't know if there's chili powder in that or not. Sorry guys, I'm looking. That's garlic. The onion powder is what I wanted. Where's the chili? Well, let me just get the big jar up here. You want to put just a little bit of chili powder, or you can use taco seasoning, whichever you want to do. This is onion powder. Put me just a little bit more in there. Probably about a teaspoon, maybe a little over. see. Get my spoons here. And I'm going to put about a half of a tablespoon of chili powder. Then I'm going to put stir this up. Now we're going to put some cornmeal in it. And you need about a half a cup, just depending on how big you make. I'm not making a real big batch, so I'm going to put about a half a cup. And we'll add just a little bit of flour, just a couple, maybe a tablespoon, tablespoon and a half. Let me get this over here. That's a couple tablespoons, about 2 tablespoons of flour. Now I'll stir it up again and see how it looks. We want it to be kind of stiff. Now we're going to put our corn in. And I squeezed a lot of the juice out of this corn because we don't want it wet and we don't want a lot of corn. I just kind of eyeball it. When it looks like I've got enough, that's all I'm going to put in it. It's probably about 3/4 of a cup. Now we're going to go over to the skillet and we're going to fry them just a second. Okay, now we're going to turn our burner on high. We're going to put some oil on here. We don't want a lot of oil. We just want enough to get it coated good. We don't want to make the bean cakes greasy, you know. A lot of people cook things greasy. We don't want them greasy. Let me get my spatula here. I'm going to cook about 3 at a time because you don't want these to touch. You want them to kind of have room to get around the edges. If you put them close together, then they don't cook as well. So I'm going to let it just get good and hot before I put it in there. Well, I'm going to wait just a second. I did put a dash or 2 of black pepper. If you want to use black pepper, you can. Okay, I think the skillet is getting hot. And what we're going to do is we're going to take just a tablespoonful and put them on there just kind of like this. I believe I can get 4 on there. I'm going to turn it down because it's going to get too hot on me here. Woohoo. Okay, now we've got them on there cooking. Let me scoot you up here just a little bit closer so you can see what's going on. I hope you can see that. We're going to let them cook on each side. I don't think it helps any turning you down lower. It's my phone. It's just the way the kitchen is laid out there. I think you can see better like that than you can up close. And you want to turn it down kind of low because these are going to burn easy if you try to cook them on too high or heat. They smell good. I've had pinto bean cakes a long time ago, but not like this. And I thought, well, if I wanted to have a little bit of Mexican flair, I'm going to need some corn and cornmeal and beans and a little bit of spice in it, you know. Old people used to make pinto bean cakes, and they just make them out of pinto beans, egg, flour, pepper, and salt. That was it. Trying to get these to... I'll be right back. Sometimes I put a lid on them to hold the heat in, to kind of cook the top of them. It just holds in a little bit more heat, steams them a little bit. So I'm putting a lid on top of them right now. Okay, I just turned them. It'd been 2 or 3 minutes, and I turned them, and they look pretty good. They're not greasy. And we're going to let them cook on this side for a few minutes. I'm going to turn them down just a little bit more. I'm going to put the lid back on them. We'll let them cook a little bit more. Whoop. Okay, guys. These are pretty much done. And I'm going to take them up. And I want to kind of lay them where they won't sweat each other too much. I tasted of this one, and it's pretty good. It tastes pretty good. You can taste the chili. Taste the onion and the corn. Everything comes through good. See, now let's put just a little bit more oil in here. Now let's put these other bean cakes on. I'm going to make these a little bit bigger. Spread them out a little bit. And they're seasoned pretty good, so they're doing pretty good. So here's what they look like. And they're good. If you had some sour cream and salsa, some kind of something to go with them, they'd be really good. Be really good. So try you some bean cakes. A lot of protein. Good for you. Be a good side dish. Talk to y'all later.